Hi, everybody. Welcome back. This is episode 24 of Arc 2 of Better Than Heroes. It is also episode 48 of Better Than Heroes in general, which means 2 weeks it's going to be big episode number 50. We're building to some big stuff, so it'll be a good show. My name's Rachel Weeks, and I play Klik, the level 8 Tohr-Kreen fighter.
My name's Andrew, and I got something in my eye immediately before the start.
Classic.
I'm blinded. I play Flute,
He
a.K.A. Yeah, I was crying for number 48. I used to get so sentimental. I play Flute, a.k.a. the Windrider, a human bard.
And my name is Jordan Dahl, and I play the Moonboy, a level 8 Moonboy, and there's nothing in these peepers but a couple of eyeballs.
Rub it in, dude. Rub it in.
No, don't rub it in.
Too late.
Get it out of there.
Whatever it is.
I'm Aaron Urist, and I play K.A.I. Hammerstein, the Artificer.
Sorry, somebody said you look like your character now and you were rubbing your eye because you only have one eye. Sorry. That got me. I'm sorry, Aaron. I took the clap.
Okay.
I took the steam out of your
I'm done.
Okay, well, I'm Harlan Kelly, and I'm everybody else in this game. Yeah.
All right. We have no big announcements for the show this week, but we do have some congratulations to dole out. KMW and Clooney McRoy had a baby this week.
A BTH-themed baby.
They had a baby right there in chat.
Baby
They named them
heroes.
the Dinger, I assume.
Dear
claps and
Moonboy,
snaps
Klik
and,
Goliathan.
Throw some ooze emotes in the chat for these two. We're very excited for them.
Congratulations, you guys.
Yeah.
You both roll. Your kid has to roll.
Without further ado, we are going to get into this game. We're going to play some 5e Spelljammer-inspired Dungeons & Dragons. But first, our show is brought to you by Big Top Productions.
Big toe.
Big top.
It is live soundtracked by the wonderful Jason Wardell. You can hear
Wardell.
on the keys. And it is directed by K. Drury of Tiger Moon Productions.
Oh, Jordan, we both did it. That was
I
great.
forgot.
It's catching on.
It's a tiger. We're working on it. And now we're gonna go into last week's recap.
Oh, fuck. The recap.
She definitely said recap.
I said
Recap.
recap. We're gonna.
I forgot. It's alright. Yeah, cover for me. Here we are.
And-
Last time on Better Than Heroes. On the planet Garden, in response to the theft of the Dinger by a group of pirates called the Bones, the crew had captured the pirates' dockside stronghold in hopes of trading a home for a home. The crew found themselves the temporary lords of this place according to pirate law and prepared to try to negotiate the return of the Dinger and her crew. The party was shown around by a tight-lipped penguin called Whipper. Moonboy stopped a child pirate from stealing his hat. In hopes of learning about the Bones captain, the crew visited the dock's only bar, the Wasp. There they spoke to a charismatic centaur bartender named List. K.A.I took some time in the back room to do some frustration crafting. Klik got into an altercation with a Tohr-Kreen teenager from her homeland. He had left their home and spoke of disturbing events there that he didn't fully understand, of mysterious, masked entities stealing the Clutch's psionics. Windrider found yet another mysterious note written in his own hand with the name of the Archdevil Asmodeus and a promise to reveal the source of the captain's power if he believed in himself. He revealed these notes he had been finding to his friends, who had only more questions and few answers. Is Windrider a god? Or the devil, maybe? And what's going to happen with the Dinger? And why is that penguin acting so weird? Find out right now on Better Than Heroes!
Woo!
Love it.
All right. Hi, hello. So we find the crew hanging out in the middle of this town square that is a circle of this pirate cove in the middle of the archipelago planet of Garden. And you are hanging on this town square. Flute has just read this letter, and you're heading on your way to this establishment that is run by Whipper and her daughters, apparently, according to her. This penguin folk that is showing you around the town. So if you all want to head straight there, you absolutely can. If you want to do something before you go there, it's just across the circle of this square.
It's right there. I can see
right
it.
There. It's just over there. You can see it. It's a round brick building with a slate roof. So kind of up to you all what you want to do. If you want to proceed right there or not.
So we're going to go try to buy stuff from this penguin quartermaster.
Yes, well,
Or maybe we could just demand that they give it to us, because
we could just.
are the pirate lords. of
Yes, I
this place.
suppose that's true.
Although
we could
if we
sort
steal from them, then they'll probably steal from us.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if
don't
it's
think we want to
exactly.
unbalance this at all. We want to make sure that we can actually
Right.
barter
know
what
if-
we have to get what
I don't
we need
know
back.
if it's exactly stealing. If it's we are the
Plundering.
pirate. We are the pirate king. All of us.
Yeah, plundering. Sure.
Maybe they'll
Demanding
give us a-
tribute. I don't know. We can just go
discount?
feel it. We can feel it out. Get
Yeah,
discount.
let's get there.
Good idea.
Right. Pirate king discount.
I mean, if we've plundered this cove, I think we can expect that this pirate has plundered the
This is true.
dinger.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's,
Like he
home
got
for a
into our
home is
stuff?
what they keep saying.
I mean, we have most of our stuff on us.
That's true.
I don't know.
Well,
There's a
let's
couple
go.
barrels
I don't know,
that these two
Moonlight
are
might have
dedicated
this.
to.
They don't
That's
have
true. I
Moonboy's
don't know
barrel.
what. That's true.
I think let's go. Let's go
All
talk
right,
to
let's
her.
go.
I liked her.
I'm sorry
like
about
her
that stressful
eyebrows.
note you found. Have we spent enough time on that? We need to talk more about it. I don't mean to gloss over these
think
trauma
as-
notes that you're leaving yourself.
I forget. Did I give you, Kai? Did I give you my paper at the end of last game? I thought I did.
Yeah, you did.
You gave
gave
me
it
the
to him.
paper?
I
Yeah,
told
you
you to
sh-
hang on to it, right?
You shared all of
Oh, I,
this with
I didn't
us.
remember
Oh,
that.
no.
I remember
I thought
we
I-
talked about it, but I didn't. I will write it in my inventory.
I thought I. Yeah. It must,
Well, I mean,
must be
if it's not, if
misremembering.
it's not, it's in your hand. So like,
All right.
this is a totally okay thing for you.
You want me to
all
like
decide.
scan it for magics?
Oh, he already did. He cast it in my. But what I was saying is, I want to give you all of my paper and my satchel and my like writing nib, and I'm
all
like,
of your paper.
yeah, I kind of just like shove it on you, and I'm like,
Hang on to this. Don't give it to me under any circumstances for 3 days.
All right, no paper, 3 days. Got it. You're on punishment. No.
What captain do you
No, I
think it
just wanna-
means?
Oh, good
I don't
question.
know. I don't know what it
Is
means
it
to
our
believe
captain?
in myself.
Is it the
believe in
I mean,
pirate
yourself.
who would
captain?
you refer to as the captain besides Goliath? I mean, assuming you wrote the note in some altered state. I don't know.
I've got an,
They
I've
only
got an
refer to
idea.
the captain here as the captain. But remember, we were curious
That's
about
possible.
Goliath's power. I don't know.
And you just and Asmodeus? Creepy.
I don't know their name.
Asmodeus is. Do I know who Asmodeus is?
You can roll a
I
history
was
check.
about to explain it like I do, but
I failed. Mine,
Flute
which is
rolled
why I
a.
don't.
Yeah, I literally said you have to roll dog shit in order to not know this, and you rolled dog shit. So you can roll
As
a.
counted upon, sir.
You have to roll higher than this, Kai, as you
Okay.
did not go to
For-
Bard College, but
religion or history?
history or religion, either one.
History.
You get
That
different things
i-
out of these. But.
That is an 18.
And was that history?
History.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it is the name of an archdevil. You don't have too much experience with it besides that, except that it's kind of like the king of the devils. And
Right.
you, with an 18, you would know that there's a difference between demons and devils. There's kind of this like evil presence in the world that is trying to rule the world, and a demonic presence what is just trying to turn the world into chaos. And this is a devil, and it is kind of the ruler of the devils. So
Right.
that's about all you know with that.
Yeah, he's like the biggest devil. The most devilish.
Maybe you could write something on the piece of paper and put it back in your pocket and ask it not to write back anymore.
Like a question?
Yeah,
Right.
dear sir or madam, to whom it may concern.
Well, we know whom
I have
it
tired
concerns
of these
Asmodeus.
correspondences.
Say,
Just,
Asmodeus,
Stop in all caps, like a text.
hello, do you like me? Yes, no,
I don't think
maybe.
we should write pocket notes to an archdevil.
I don't know. Firing from the hip here. How many people are in there? Flute, Windrider, Asmodemon?
Laloon said I wrote them. K.A.I said I wrote them. What if
Did
I've
you
got
just
one of those?
acknowledge they exist? Never mind.
I will remind you that the front of the sealed envelope, like the envelope was sealed and then you opened it, and then you found out after reading the note that it said on the front, if you believe in yourself, I will give you the answer to the captain's powers. And inside it said, Asmodeus.
So is this implying that Asmodeus is the answer to the captain's powers?
Oh yeah. Can
And,
I
like,
roll an
your-
insight? And
Your big
figure out
test
this note
was
that-
to know if you believe in yourself was opening the... thing.
I think this is not a roll. I think this is just Andrew kind of determining what he thinks Klik, or what do you think Flute thinks of this.
Unfortunately, I think I misunderstood when you described it, and I thought it said Asmodeus on the front, and then it said that on the inside. So I think maybe
also
the way I would read it now would be that was the answer to that, is how I would read it now.
Yeah.
So I would be still curious which captain.
Yeah, you probably think that because you opened it and saw what was inside before you inspected the exterior of it. So like,
Well-
it's not shit talk. I'm just saying that information came to you in the reverse order because.
Okay,
of-
cool.
of that.
Yeah. No, I don't deny that you did a good job explaining it.
Do you want to fight about it? We can fight about it on stream.
Have a
right
fight
now.
about
fighting
it.
about
Have
it
a
being
big
Tell me
my
I'm a
fight
good
about
DM.
it.
And we
Tell me
both
I'm a good
agree.
DM.
Roll
We
for
both agree it's my
initiative.
fault, but I can still fight about it. Yeah, I'll
Yeah, I think the Moonboy's got a good point. We could just ask a question. Can I have that writing nib back, K.A.I?
Not for 3 days, young man.
Moonboy, do you have a writing nib?
Yes,
not
I think
give
so.
him one. Do not be an enabler.
I don't know if I do, in fact. I don't think I
think Klik
do.
does.
Is there? Can I roll to see if I have something
Come
to
on,
write
K.A.I,
with?
give me back the nib. I'm going to
I
write a
don't
quick
think so.
question. I'll
It's
give it right back
what's
to you.
best for you. You asked me to do this.
All right, fine. Maybe
Well,
I
we
maybe I
can
can
go
just
see if
mentally
Whipper
ask the
has
question. Which captain do you mean? All
Me?
right,
Maybe
Jordan-
Maybe Moonboy could ask the moon or something.
I already talked to the moon once today, right?
Oh, that's right.
You could talk to
So
it
you-
again. It's just the
I could talk to
percentage
it
chance
again,
of it
it's
being
just-
true is just.
The moon gets weird after one talk. It's strange. It's
I
like you
think
show up
that
and
The
they're
moon
Moon
drunk.
thinks
Space.
you're not coming back, and so the moon starts.
That's exactly what I feel too. Sometimes I get there and there's like a couple of bottles clanking around down by the
Yeah.
other planets.
Yeah, when the moon sort of straightens up really fast when you first get there for a second.
One time I got there and she said, nothing. Well, I didn't even say anything, the moon.
I'm gonna get my.
Let's
head
go
checked
talk to a
at any
family
rate.
penguins.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
they
was
have
gonna
a pen
say.
you can borrow.
That's what I said. Yep. It's precisely that.
Jordan, I was gonna say you can just have a nib if you want to, but I want you to, if you feel in your heart that Moonboy would have something to write with.
I do think he would have some weird stuff in his pockets.
I mean,
Yep,
it's gonna be a
got
whole
one.
thing if you. Okay.
Got one. Wait, no, that's a jelly bean. Wait, got one. I do have a part of a broken pencil, no eraser.
Yeah.
Great, this'll do.
I'll write with the broken pencil the question.
Unbelievable.
Which captain?
Oh, aren't you curious to see who lives in his
There, look,
pockets?
I gave it
He's
back
got
to him.
He's got haunted pockets, man.
Now there's no point. Now there's no point in me hanging on to them if you can just take one and give it back and on again, off, whatever. Let's go talk to penguins.
Cool. So, yeah, so you stuff this note in your pocket, and you all, kind of like led by K.A.I, disgruntled here, go across the square, and Moonboy, you and one other person can roll a real quick perception check
Certainly.
before you go in.
Not me.
I'll roll one. 15.
Great.
I am currently looking at a 19.
Cool. It is a beautiful day on this planet. Truly in the Pirate Cove, it's like kind of hidden and tucked under, and there's a lot of like ivy that goes over the entrance to this, so there's just this nice green haze as the sun hits it, and it lights up this area, and it's beautiful as you walk across the square. You can see there's a few fountains that have been built in very just like hodgepodge styles throughout, and this like green haze is kind of like lighting up the water as well as the sun is really beating down on you from here, and it's just a beautiful scene as you all walk into. This is what happens when you fail a check, is you just get a beautiful description.
I was gonna say, I can't believe
Did we
can't
roll
see
for
beauty.
the weather?
Yeah, no, exactly. When you fail, you just get to listen to me talk about. You just get to hear me use my creative
I
writing
love
degree.
it.
It's awesome.
I love it.
Man, this
So-
place is ugly.
This is failing. I don't want to succeed.
So you walk over to the door of this place, and you like pull it open. It's a very well built brick building, and as soon as you open the door, you hear it just like debate and between two penguin folk, and quickly you see Whipper out here in front of the counter, kind of like leaning against it, and with one of her flippers over her face, and you see two penguin folk behind this kind of shorter counter here. And if you would like to open your Roll20 here, I will show you exactly what you see.
More penguins?
As you see
Penguarama.
Oh,
Penguarama, to boom. You see this penguin, and you see this penguin. As you see two penguins that look remarkably like
It's penguins.
Whipper here. Yes, exactly. Except one is wearing these like blue robes, where Whipper is wearing teal robes. Very important distinction. And the other is wearing purple robes. But they look very small compared to her. They're just peeking over this already small counter, and they're debating with each other. And you can just see them like. It's not hard to tell that they're siblings here, as they're just like squawking back and forth at each other, and have this like sticky ball that they seem to be like tug-of-warring back and forth with, and that's kind of like dripping here and there. And when
I
you
gotta go.
yeah, let's just leave.
when you walk in, Whipper's like, ladies, there are guests. Goodness, and she kind of like swats them both on the back of the head, and they go, hi, and they're both still holding the sticky ball, and like neither of her letting go of them. But they look at you, and they're like, hello.
It smells terrible, man.
I mean, have you ever been to the penguin cage at the zoo? Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's the worst place in the zoo.
It's very gnarly.
The place is just covered.
It's heavily covered in it's heavily covered in this like deep perfume that kind of smells like paprika, and the two little ones, the one in the purple robe goes, I'm Warble, and the other one spits out like what looks like a sucker, and she's like, I'm Wobble. And they kind of like, can we help you? They both say like in unison.
Yes? What?
What sort of a business is this?
Yeah.
Whipper says, "Come, ladies, come on now." She's like, "I'm sorry, they're my youngest. They're still learning. We sell many odds and ends. Also, I meant to say potpourri and not paprika. Chad is roasting me right now, and I just want to say I meant to say potpourri. Everybody knew."
I was like, interesting. Paprika.
Yeah, it's
No.
like, a perfume that's all right. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying.
Yummy.
I meant to say potpourri.
Paprika.
But now it's canonically paprika. It's just like stuck there.
Yeah,
So,
I already
like it.
smelled it. Yeah, it smells
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
delicious
there.
in here.
So she's like, my apologies. They are still learning, ladies. And there's like, they both say it together, "Welcome to Whippers. How can we help you?"
What sort of odds and ends do you sell?
And the one who identified themselves as Warble is like, "I got a bunch of dust."
Magic?
Like dust?
Yeah, and
Just
she reaches
regular.
into one of her pockets and pulls her flipper, and with that, Warble is able to get the sticky ball from her and sticks it in her mouth immediately. And Warble is like, "Yeah, I got this dust, and this one's like gray." And she pulls this one out, and it's kind of like translucent. She's like, "And I got this dust," and then she puts them both down on the counter, and they kind of like disperse because they don't stay well there. And she's like, "And I got this dust, and I got this oil," and she pulls out a pocket of just like
Jesus.
liquid, just a handful of like liquid from one of her
I
pockets.
don't know. K.A.I might need that. Do you have any potions?
Say again?
Potions? Do you have potion? You know,
What's up?
Potions, weapons, adventuring gear.
health potions specifically.
Whipper's like, "I can't handle this," and she walks out of the room. She just kind of like dips behind the counter and goes through the back. She's like,
Wait,
"Yo,
Whipper,
Sure.
Whipper, I have a question for you.
Wait, yes, you're in charge. This is
Don't
dust.
leave us with your children.
she
What is
she
that?
comes. Actually, roll a persuasion check real quick. Flute.
Oh boy. I got a 12.
Yeah, she's like, "You'll be fine," and she just like ignores you and walks to the back.
Oh, I had
and so you're
a
stuck here with
question.
these two.
I
Warble goes, "I can answer your question."
Yeah, do you have a healer or some kind of some sort of physica here?
Roll a persuasion check.
Even worse, friends. That'll be a 10.
Okay, cool. I got a 9, so you just pulled it off here.
Ooh.
As Wobble spits out this, like, what is clearly some sort of like candy toy from her mouth and holds it in her hands, and she goes,
candy toy.
Yeah, the kind of toy that you suck on until it gets lodged
And-
in your penguin throat.
"Jason Mortel, amazing candy toy noise." You got there."
Absolutely.
Sound for candy toy.
And Wobble's like, I have a healing business," and she slams the candy down, and it like gets this dust on it too. And she starts pulling out lots of bottles and just like putting them on the table. She's like, "I got all sorts of potions. Mom put me in charge of these potions." And she like
No-
puts about
no
6
offense.
potions out on the table.
Is there like a grown-up?
Do
No,
they look like
around.
real potions?
if you don't buy these potions from me, Mom's gonna fire me.
I think that might be for the best.
I don't. Well, we don't get
Listen
anyone
here, you
fired.
fucker, she says to you. Don't tell me who I am. I know who I am. You don't know who I am. And I make damn good potions. So you look at these potions and you buy one.
Are you
Says
How
this
old are
child
they?
of a penguin.
How old are you anyway?
swearing?
What are you going to tell my mom? And
No, I'm just
Warble, the
curious.
other penguin, is like laughing a bunch.
Yeah, but what kind
Just
of
trying to
potions
find a
are
middle
they?
ground between the sucking on toys and the running of the only doctor in town, trying to figure out how old you might be.
Like, I don't come into your house and judge you for your life choices. She says, she's like, I got healing potions, greater and greater healing potions. Which one do you want?
Are they real?
Can we do
They look like they're real.
Can I have a little taste? I'm good at. I can sort of taste poisons and things. Can I do a survival check to see if these are good?
Yes, but do that, and then Kai, I want you also to do an Arcana check real quick.
Okay.
Okay, great. I'm gonna do this with guidance upon myself.
Oh, can I do that to myself?
Hey, Wobble.
You can
what
guide
would you
yourself,
say
absolutely.
the captain's favorite person here in the crew is?
I was going to ask them that.
Wobble says, me, and Warble goes, nah, it's me, and they both look at each other and like, it's me, and they start like to each other, yeah.
I got 19.
I think Klik wants to snap at this toy candy.
Oh yeah, you can do a sleight of hand check for sure.
Yeah.
With a 19, there seems to be a lack of magic in this room in a way that is like these potions are not activated with magic right now at all. Kai, what did you get in your Arcana check?
I got an 16 and 16.
Okay, cool. You can tell me. I'm gonna tell Aaron a piece of information because I want you to decide how this affects Kai. There is an anti-magic cone in this room that is covering this whole room, and that's probably interacts
Can I
very.
even be in here?
I don't know. But I want.
Is it like screwing with your sensors, like data or something, where you?
I think this is the thing that I'm just in the moment realizing
Totally.
you and I should decide the rules for this, but I like in this moment I want you to decide what it feels like because it doesn't just disperse you, because you kind of have a level.
Did I
past
just
that.
sense that now, or did I sense it earlier?
You sense it's something I should have brought up earlier, but I didn't because I was focused on Penguin Child RP.
I think
but,
it would be like an
crush.
anathema. It would make Kai feel terrible. He would probably just leave.
Start
Yeah.
throwing up oil.
Maybe this is like a situation where you like think it's like me when I'm car sick, where I'm like I'm sure that in a couple of minutes I will feel better, and then I just feel
what is-
exponentially worse. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there's some kind of anti-magic field in here, and I need to get out of here immediately.
Can you turn that off?
We
Maybe.
can't, and they both clap together, and you see out from where Whipper walked away from, you see another penguin who looks pretty much exactly the same as them, but bigger, and in a different color robe.
Gold?
In this kind of like gold and white trim robe. Walks out, she's like, "Hey, oh, Warble, Wobble, you need a little help here?" And they're like, "Yeah." They don't like our defenses. And she's like, "Oh."
That one said the F word. I tell on them immediately.
I also
Yeah, that's
rolled
right.
a
That one that thinks
19
it's
on
a
my
doctor.
sleight of hand check.
Right at us. It was mean too. It wasn't cool like Windrider sometimes does.
Sorry, what'd you get on the sleight of hand check?
19.
Ooh.
That's so...
That's how you get candy toys right there.
One of them got a 19 on the dice, but has a negative to their perception modifier because they were a kid.
Yeah.
It's their baby
So,
penguin.
yeah, exactly. So they have forgotten the candy ball, and it is
Yeah.
wherever you want it to
Fools.
be right now.
Yeah, Klik definitely grabs it and puts it in her mouth.
Oh god.
Click, you don't want to put that in your mouth. Look where that just was.
Oh, yes, you do. I was gonna do it.
Oh, God.
Good job. I support
Rachel.
it.
Rachel, roll a d20, and this is on the same rules as the death saving throw for just one single roll. If it's 10 or
What?
higher, this tastes good. If it's under a 10, it tastes
I thought it was like a
terrible.
death save. I was like,
No,
what the
no,
fuck?
no.
It's
What's
a
in this
14.
lollipop?
It's a 14.
Yeah. Oh, it's very sweet, delicious candy.
Yeah,
It doesn't even taste like you can't even taste the feathers from their
Floor.
Oh god.
Barely tastes like penguin mouth.
Taste the herring that they had for lunch.
Good. I mean, honestly, Klik would probably like the herring from lunch, but she was interested in the candy. It's a bug thing.
Yeah. No, I love it.
It's a bug thing.
Yeah. So
That
this
one said the
round,
F word.
Yeah.
I love it.
If
Yep,
anyone
that
goes,
one. That's pretending
Waffle,
to be a
did
doctor.
you say the F word? And she was like, And she goes, nice! And she just high fives her. She's like, I've been trying to get you to say it forever. Good,
Moonboy.
nice.
Moonboy goes, fuck.
It is a pirate cove. We have to expect that these kids are gonna.
I guess that's true.
Dropping the F-bomb left and right.
I know.
I heard it from you too, bud. And she sticks her flipper up for a little low five from you, Moonboy.
Yes, I'll take a small one, thank you.
Anyway,
Hey, can you disable this anti-magic field? It's making our friends sick.
she there's this like large purple curtain that is just you thought it was just from floor to ceiling, so it kind of just looks like a backdrop here, and she pulls it back and you see a eye the size of maybe definitely bigger than Moonboy from top to bottom that is in a large green jar that seems to just be like preserved in this jelly that is almost the size of this room. It's about a 10-foot tall jar, and it is clearly what is emanating this anti-magic cone, as it just like looks horrifying. It's just kind of like spinning and
What
kind
is
of like
that?
flicking around every once in a while. And the older penguin is like, "Oh, that's our anti-magic cone from an eye tyrant. You know, kind of they're known for having these anti-magic cones. So we gotta keep it as a security device so people don't come in shooting spells here and there, jacking our shit. So
Can you switch it off? I see
Drag it
Kai.
back.
Kai's kind of mostly magic. How's Kai doing?
I think he left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
My
maybe
friend
I just
is
imagined him like leaning against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Come on,
Just like
push
shut,
it. Just push
just
it in
like
the back
shut
room.
down. Basically, I mean that's probably I don't know what an anti-magic field would do to Kai.
Well, not saying that Kai is the same as Warforged, but this wouldn't shut down Warforged. Warforged are considered sentient living beings. It might interfere with them because they are forged
Right.
through an arcane bond, but you're kind of a step beyond being just a magic.
I do want to know the answer though. I'd be
Yeah.
interested.
Let's let's
Discord
work out.
tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good call. Let's work out the exact mechanic that it this kind of thing has an effect on, because I don't want it to just like kill you and turn you off. But I think there should be
for
like.
not to kill me as well.
But I do
Oops,
agree that like,
a
there are
daisy.
dire consequences to this. So that right now you're just kind of like in that
Maybe you could-
waking up sleep state of like
Yeah,
disoriented and
just real
Come on,
stupid
drag
Kai.
that jar in the back.
Maybe he could be hillbilly Kai.
this
Just lowers your
This older
Get
penguin.
stupid.
This older penguin's gonna need a persuasion or intimidation check, and it can be with advantage because Kai is like deathly ill in the corner.
I mean,
Let's
look
do an
at him.
intimidation. I think I'm pretty mad. What were you gonna say, Moonboy?
No, I just look at Kai. Look at he's leaking that blue stuff.
I'm gonna be like,
Look, I don't know if
Yeah, I
you've
think
heard,
my
but we
light
actually
is just
took
like
over.
diminished.
We actually took over this cove. So when we tell you to move the jar, we want you to move the jar.
I got a 25.
Wait, she's like, oh my gosh. She like you get mad at her in a way that she like knows she fucked up, and she realizes she jumps into customer service mode. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Here, and she pulls out a small like piece of wood and taps on the glass, and the eye just rotates around and like looks the other way, so it's just like a milky white eye, full milky white eyeball, instead of it's like the backside of an eyeball.
It's got a butt. It's got a butt on the other side.
a little eye butt.
Yeah.
The butt
Got a
of the eye.
juicy hinder on the other side.
Oh, that one's from a
Is that-
butt
is that-
tyrant.
Is that butter, Kai?
Is
Yeah,
that
it's
butter?
Is that butter? Is that butter?
Yes, thank you. That is, woof. That is quite the thing.
And with that-
dislike.
And with that same nature check, Jordan from Moonboy, you can kind of see a glow, like a glow stick being lit, pop back into these potions that would
Oh,
mean to
cool.
you these are actual real healing potions.
Yeah. Oh, I tasted. Yeah, it tasted really bad. It tasted like a monster, and now it tastes like a Nas.
How heavy does this giant jar look like? it is. It's full of goo and a big
You're
eyeball.
gonna steal this jar.
Can I just? I'm just curious how heavy it looks like it might be.
You were talking about an aquarium early, Andrew. It's about the size of like a tank in the aquarium, like a small one for maybe like a large turtle or penguins per se. You know, like it is a small pond.
A small tank for a large turtle.
So pretty big. So a
Yeah.
good sized.
Would you consider
It's
it to be
like
a
a
large
kiddie
tank for a
pool?
small turtle?
No, it's a massive tank for a small turtle.
Okay,
It's about the size of an above ground pool.
Oh,
Yeah.
fudge.
So,
Okay.
and with this moment that happened here, you hear, "What is going on?" And and you at the same time you hear another voice say, "It's probably fine. It's probably fine." And two more much older looking penguins come out from behind the same curtain that Whipper disappeared behind, and you
So
see
many arts.
you see that penguin and this penguin, both one in this like green and black robes, one in these red and gold robes, come out here, and they're both kind of like bustling. Like the one in red and gold just comes out like marching out, and the one in green and black just kind of like saunters out. And it's like, it's fine.
This
And
is
it's like, what's going on here?
too
Hello.
many penguins.
Toggle.
We're just trying to make a purchase, and we can't even buy one potion.
Fraggle.
Which, yes,
Fraggle,
we are.
Waddle.
The one in the gold and red robes is like, excuse me, those are not our names. This is Isosceles, which is the one who came out and talked to you about the jar. This is Flex, which is the, she says, pointing to herself. And she says, and this is Boss, she says, pointing to the one in green and black robes. And she says, we are the daughters of Whipper. And if you have something you would like to purchase, please purchase it or leave.
Is this how you deal with all of your
let us-
customers?
Don't let us
But-
hold you up.
Boss is like, sorry. Oh my god. Look, Flex is wound up tight, all right? And Flex, and she shakes her feathers. Like, no. All right, we have lots of different things here. We're all just trying to make our way, and we're all just trying to live up to our mom's shadow or whatever. And they all of them kind of look at her and they're like shaking her head, annoyed. And they're like, and Boz is like, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm Boz.
Hello.
You all clearly are adventurers, need to purchase something. What can I get you? I apologize for the family.
That's right.
damage.
We are also, should be noted, the current pirate kings of this place.
Yeah. Are you K.A.I? I hear you're in charge.
I am K.A.I.
Oh,
No,
nice.
sorry. I'm the Moonboy. This is K.A.I.
Hello.
Well, alright, well, I'll just look past that lie that you came out of the gates with.
It was an
and,
accident.
We're all sort of in charge.
We're all Kai.
Yes.
I don't know, Mom handed me a slip of paper and it said K.A.I.'s mostly in charge. She gave me a
Right.
bullet point list of rules
That
that
is
the people have taken.
That's him.
completely. That
Are
is
you asking me to
completely
doubt my
fine.
mother? Or
Look, I don't
remember.
mean to intrude on whatever sitcom it is that you are filming in here. However, we require items to aid us in our adventuring career, and then I would very much like to leave.
Yes, I want
Okay,
that
well-
greater healing potion there.
And you
Yes,
hear
how-
Wobble kind of like steps up on a stool at this point, so she's like higher up here, and she's like, "I tried to sell it to you earlier. You got all weird about it." And
It was just because of that eye, and it's not you guys. That eye, I don't like it. I don't want to be near it.
How many healing potions do you have total?
I have 2 greater healing potions and 4 regular healing potions. Greater
we just
healing
buy it?
potions.
All
How
of those?
much?
Sure, yeah. She puts out her flipper. And she's like, "You want to buy all of them? Shake my flipper."
Hey,
How
How
much?
much?
again, please. Kai is in charge. I'm not him. I remember now.
Okay. And all the other penguins look around, kind of like proud of Wobble. Like they're like looking on Wobble like pretty doubtingly at this point. And she's
Trying
like,
to
"It's
upsell me a
five-
credit card.
Yeah.
It's 500 gold pieces for a greater healing potion, 40 gold pieces for a healing potion."
It's not that much. It's not true. Don't pay that.
And what are the prices for the Lords of Pirate Island?
Yes.
Let's see, 499 gold pieces for a greater healing potion and 39 gold pieces for a healing potion.
And what are the prices for a Lord of Pirate Ireland being forced to deal with an impudent penguin child?
I don't know, I don't sell that service.
That's not a discount, all right. It's a frequent discount that places offer. Just thought I would check.
I don't know, we don't have any impudent children here, and all of the other penguins laugh at Wobble, kind of shit talking to you.
We are laughing. I tell you what, we have this. I tell you what, we'll do a trade with you. We have. Let's see. What do you give out? Ooh, these are nice for you. I have some intestines. I have some chimes. I have.
He's like rummaging around in his body.
In the bag of holding, I've got. Yeah.
What is full of human intestines out of your robot body?
No, they're from the Mind Flayer ship. They're from the Nautilus.
Harlow, I can't remember the last time we actually bought healing potions. These prices are exorbitant, correct? In this world?
You can roll a history check.
Okay.
With guidance, Andrew.
With the trade offered of intestines and chimes, one by one, the penguins from oldest to youngest cross their flippers.
I'm looking through. Oh, we have a +1 dwarven great axe.
What'd you get for that, Andrew?
Critical fail.
Cool. These are extremely off base prices, and you're not sure which way.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I would like to say when I imagine Kai getting things out of the bag of holding, it's kind of a bender situation. He kind of opens it and the bag is there, and he's just pulling.
Intestines, a whistle.
I feel like that was a good.
We got the magic hat rack of hiding. That is not for
whistle.
trade.
This is a great deal.
I mean, have we used the magic hat rack very much?
We've never used it once.
Not for sale.
You don't even have a hat.
I do. There's hats on the rack. They magically appear there.
Flex, the one in kind of like gold and red robes, who was giving you shit earlier. She's like, what? We all sell things. We all have expertise in different manners. What do you need? We all have things to offer.
Oh, well,
Oh, is that true?
I mean, I'd like to see if you have any weapons, maybe, or armor. I could use a new shield always.
They all seem to roll their eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry, we put them out again.
Oh, the one thing.
No, they're like, they all together in unison yell, "Keen!" And you see the tallest,
New
even taller than Whipper, come out and is
Final penguin.
Are you gonna
It's
fill
in-
this map with penguins? Is that what's happening?
It's
Sick! It's sick!
This is the hippiest of all the penguins.
I like this one the best.
This is a real chill one.
I have Jordan today and did not tell him exactly what it was for. I was like, could you, how hard it would be for you to just give me the same penguin art, but like with different robe colors on?
This was
Could
my
you give
favorite
me?
one.
Yeah. And Keen walks out and she's bigger than even Whipper, and she walks out slowly and she goes, "Hi,
Hello.
I'm
Hello.
Keen. You want weapons?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my expertise." And all of the other sister penguins have kind of like moved to the side and are kind of like looking distracted and like whatever. She does this. Keen is like, "First, you must tell me who you are, because I do not sell weapons to just anyone."
Moonboy,
We're the lords of this pirate cove.
Hi.
local pirate king.
Interim lords.
I see. So you come and take over my home by force and then ask me to sell weapons to you?
Oh well, we come
Yeah,
to
that's
take
the-
over
that's
your
the
home by
polite
force.
version.
Your people came and stole our ship and are holding it hostage along with our family and crew. So we came here and took over your. Yeah.
All things
we took
considered,
over.
We came
We're
in
bri-
as customers.
we're being pretty cool about it.
We could
Yeah,
come
she-
in as requisitioners.
She looks at you and goes, "That is a different conversation, which I feel like you would lose at, buddy." And she looks at you, Kai, and goes, a fair point you have made. And she puts both of her flippers down on the table and she goes, you, Arcane Construct, I apologize for talking to you so generally, but I do not know your name.
I'm K.A.I.
K.A.I.
No.
What do you believe in?
What do I believe in?
Yes.
Well, I believe in friendship and learning.
He starts crying.
And I believe in
That a robot can change.
I believe that a robot can change. I believe that a robot can love. I believe in
Then why do you want weapons?
why do I want weapons? To protect my friends.
It seems strange to say, but in making peace, we seem to encounter lots of war.
She looks at you and goes, space is dangerous.
It is.
Yeah, Keen, you talk pretty tough for somebody who missed the fight earlier.
Well, I know when to hold them and when to fold them.
Oh, it works on Windrider. I'm like,
Damn, that's pretty cool. Kai, give me my
I get to do that one time per campaign, all right? One
me
time.
my-
This is my one.
give me my paper and get back. I want to write that down. Give it back to me. I want to write that down.
I'll write it down for you.
I'll remember it.
Don't
It's
let
not
me
the type of
forget.
thing that you forget.
Chat like that.
Put it into song.
No, fuck you. As soon as I said that there, I got a boo. Keen puts her flipper out to you, Kai, and she says, shake my hand and tell me you will not use these weapons on the people who live here in the cove. And I will sell them to you.
Well, I think that depends on their captain.
I will not use the weapons that you sell me on the people of your cove.
I understand that there could be other weapons that you could use on the people of our cove, and that is fair. What is important to me is that you not use the weapons I sell you.
I
As the
won't,
people
and
of
I will not harm the people of your cove unless they actively stand between me and getting our ship back.
We want nothing more than to leave.
Hey,
And
our captain
maybe
is fair.
do it with some sweet gear.
She nods and she says, I have sweet gear, and
You seem like the type.
You do. It's true.
Keen, answer me this. Who would you say the captain's favorite resident of the cove is?
she laughs and she goes, Whipper.
Whoa!
I like her.
She's that first honest one.
yeah.
Is Keen low-key like the wisest person we've met here so far?
And she says, Kai, I would like you to roll a persuasion check, and if you were doing persuasion and not,
I promise you that I mean your
It-
people no harm.
if you do persuasion, you can do it with advantage, and if you're doing deception, I want you to do it with disadvantage. But either one is fine.
I'm definitely doing persuasion.
Okay, I thought so,
point.
and yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay, cool. I was just expecting that, honestly. She
At this
nods
point,
at
I'm
you.
ready for it.
Should have gone for deception.
She nods at you and, without saying anything, walks to the back room, and all the other penguins, Boz, Isosceles, Flex, Wobble, Warble, they're all like, ooh, Keen likes you. Keen likes you. And Isosceles is like, hey, good job, you did it. She kind of punches you on the shoulder a little bit, and Flex is even shaking her head. And Keen comes back in slowly pushing this cart that looks like, it just has things standing up on it throughout. And it has a large amount of things. You can see a dagger, a mace, a javelin. There's a kind of quiver full of arrows. There is a small shelf with you see a few gems, a dagger, on there some like small glowing beads as well. And Keen comes out and stands in front of it, and she says, "This is my trove."
Dope trove, Keen.
Nice.
What's the best thing in this trove?
She says, well, you got a natural 20, right? That wasn't a dirty 20, it was a natural 20 on the persuasion.
It was a natch.
When you say that, she goes down to the bottom and she bangs it, and something falls open, like a metal door falls open here, and she reaches in and pulls out a sickle and a dagger, and the sickle is almost glowing with, you can tell how sharp it is. It's like magically sharp. It has this sheen to it that does not go away no matter where it stands in the light, and has this kind of like carved inlay handle to it that looks like garden itself, like with these different chunks of dirt and vines. And there's also the dagger has
So it's got a really shitty handle.
But it's like buying a pocket knife at a thrift store where you're like, this is shitty now, but it's probably a good one if it's here and not just in the trash.
Yeah.
And then the dagger has this just like red pulse throughout it. It is like a sleek black dagger, and you can see it almost has like veins to it that are just like like doing this glowing pulse to it.
I love
and she
it.
goes, "I made these two myself."
Really?
Be cool, play it cool.
Yeah.
Really?
She
Really?
puts a black cloth down on the table and lays them down, and she goes, "They're 20,000 gold each."
Oh. How much gold do we have?
Not that much.
Not that.
We're sort of cash poor, honestly.
What do they do?
She says, "Just running down the rack here real quick. I have magical arrows that are 100 gold pieces each, a javelin of lightning that is 300 gold pieces each." She points to gems, and she's like, "I have 4 elemental gems that are 100 gold pieces each. I have a mace that is a flaming mace for 6,000 gold. I have a dagger of venom for 11,000 gold. A bead of actually a nice collection of beads of force for 6,000 gold each.
Beads of what?
What do beads of force do?
A quiver of
Force.
arrows.
I definitely
that are
heard
better.
beads.
Beads of force are awesome. You don't
I
know.
definitely heard beads of horse.
Same. Yeah. I was like,
also-
give me the
You know what?
beads.
You
I
know
don't
what?
care how expensive it is.
Beads
I
of
want
horse,
6
also
beads of
cool.
horse, please.
You throw
That
the
way-
bead and a horse erupts.
If
I would
there's
like
a
a horse
bead of
necklace.
That was not something that existed before, but now it is 100% something that exists. And
she has
you
beads
can
of
buy.
horse.
Yeah, she has.
Beads
She
of
goes. Yeah,
horse.
sorry. I have both beads of horse and beads of horse. Yes.
Horse are pretty
Oh,
sweet.
wow. That's incredible. You don't want to store them together.
No.
Oh no. Much different purposes. And I think with that, we're gonna cut to break. As I speed off that list, I'll give it to you all to like, if you want to Google things on this list and the cost and everything.
I want to
But
hear
just
about
want-
these
I
two
wanted to
kind
send it to
of
chat too.
crazy bespoke
Elemental
weapons
gems
when
are
we
dope.
come
Yeah,
back.
I'm
I want to hear about
interested.
that too.
Cool. Welcome to your first shopping episode. Casey,
Holy
get us
moly.
out of here. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
So it took us an hour to see the wares.
Yeah, thanks everybody. We're just taking a quick break, and we'll be back in
We're gonna
5
drink.
minutes.
We're gonna pee.
We're gonna drink. We're gonna pee. We're gonna drink pee.
I
Yeah,
gotta
put it in
drink
chat
pee.
Too, so, all right. See you soon. Bye.
place to fence our gems and stuff.
All right, we're back.
We don't
Hello.
have any.
Hello.
We've never
Oh,
found
hi.
like
We're
gold.
back.
Oh.
This is exactly what happens on Break, y'all, is they just strategize about the thing that they need. So, welcome to it. Case has full hot entry rights. So, here you all are in this store with kind of succeeding beyond what I expected here. I kind of built the big shelf for you to all get up on, and you got up on it. So, here we go.
Can we pay for it? Is the
Yeah.
question.
So, what are you all interested in?
Everything.
I want to talk to. So you made these items. I will say,
Yes.
looking at the sickle of sharpness and the dagger of life stealing. These are fantastic.
Thank you. I worked
You are
very
a talent. Artificer, enchanter.
hard. A little
What's
bit
your
of both.
trade?
I kind of it's more artificing, but I like to dabble in enchanting, so it's kinda tough to
Fabulous.
find.
And how long have you been practicing?
My whole life, I'm trying to just live up to my
How old are
mother's
you?
reputation. I'm 48.
These are fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Artificers go centuries without producing items of this quality.
Well, I've worked on these my whole life. She says, in fact, look, here are prototypes. And she pulls out just like broken sickles and broken daggers out of her, like kind of like below the counter here. She's like, that one didn't work, and that one didn't work, and that one didn't work.
Oh, you don't make them
And
on
that
your
one
first
didn't
try? Well, that's a little bit embarrassing, but still, you are truly a singular talent. I am impressed.
Thank you. Anything I make on my first try
Congratulations.
is not worth sharing with other people.
What's that?
Anything I make on my first try is not worth sharing with other people. It takes
Sure.
practice and practice.
Absolutely, I understand.
The two like tiniest penguins are like literally asleep on the counter at this point. They just like kind of passed out.
This family is endeared themselves to me. I was feeling bad earlier because of the giant anti-magic eye that sought to tear apart the fabric of my essence, but I feel better now. I'm energized by your craft.
Yes, you seem to have an arcane energy about you, and I imagine that would feel awful. It seems like a very normal experience for you to react to with what you have to deal with in that moment. I apologize for that.
And you have empathy. Fabulous.
You're the best one, Keen.
Oh, thank
Okay,
you.
easy. There's
And
like 12
you
other
see- yeah.
islands in here.
Flex, the one in the gold and red, just like huffs out at this point, like hippies. Isosceles kind of seems to just be like making something small, like with a bunch of like small pieces of wood, just like sticks she's broke apart. She's like slowly gluing them together to make this like tiny little ship.
Cute.
What
And
about?
the other two are sleeping.
Do they have things for sale as well?
Oh, yes. She says, Boz, who pops back up under the counter, and there's like a small puff of smoke that comes with her. What's up? She says, and she loves animals, so she has poisons for sale. I do.
What? I love animals, so I sell poison.
No. I just know how to extract it well. Kind of like.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Wait,
I don't hurt him. I'm a vegetarian.
you
It's-
tried
it's
getting
chill.
dog poison from a dog that doesn't trust you?
Hey, you can't eat a poisoned dog.
Yeah, it's true. I tried, says Boz. Doesn't work.
As my grandfather used to say.
I
Can't
threw
eat
up for a
poisoned
year.
dog.
What about the others?
Isosceles can fix your ship, says Boz, kind of like hearing you. I can sell you poison. Flex, who went in the back there, kind of pissed off, is the wizard of the family. Sell you spell scrolls. Warble and Wobble got dust and healing potions. We just kind of give it to them.
Yes. Yeah. What was
Anybody
the deal with
do?
that dust?
Oh,
Did the
and
dust start glowing when the eye turned around?
it did, in fact. And Keen is like, I'm so proud of Warble. And she kind of like,
Nice.
oh, yep.
Nice.
I'm
Space
so proud
dust.
of Warble, she says, like patting the sleeping penguin on the head, and just like trying to invent her own things. It's and K.A.I, I feel like I should have asked you this earlier, but now that the eyes turned around, would you like to cast Identify?
On what?
In general.
I think I need a more specific target. Than
Blanket
to just cast
identify.
it on, like, everything.
I think you can do it like an area, right? My favorite thing.
Maybe.
Everyone
Alright,
talks shit about
Kyle
looking at
items.
spells, but it's pretty fun.
Stuff up.
Choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. Yes. Okay, you're right.
So you have to choose an object.
All right. Well, she knows, and she's like, there's a dust of disappearance. There's a dust of dryness, dust of sneezing and choking, and that oil is just slippery. So,
Interesting.
I don't know what you want to do with that, but she's working on
Kind
it.
of slipperiness.
It would mean a
Does
lot to
anyone
her
do
if you bought one of
armor?
them. Oh no, we're not smiths here.
No armor,
Sorry.
shields. That's all right.
Well, how much money do we have total?
That's Sam.
Again,
I have
cash
68,
poor.
68 gold.
We
That's a
have
lot.
3,700 silver pieces. We have a diamond that's worth 1,000 gold. We have 80 gold pieces worth of gems, and then 2 more diamonds worth 300 gold. That's the closest stuff we have to money.
So
Are you
we've
saying this out
got.
loud?
I think we're kind of huddled up.
Sure.
So we've got a little less than 2,000. I think maybe we spend low for now.
We have a dwarven +1 great axe.
We could try to trade that with them. I think those potions will be very handy, and the dust of disappearance would be very handy. But outside of that, I don't know.
These elemental gems might be handy. What does
That
this
is
yellow
true.
one do?
Beat of force as well. They
Beat
all.
of- we need at least 1 bead of horse. I have to have.
The elemental gems conjure spirits from the
Yeah.
elemental plane of existence. They
That's
conjure
cool. That's cool.
elementals that will be here for a short period of time. And I'm only entrusting these to you because you seem like powerful folks. As they, just because they come here does not necessarily mean that they are on your side. So, they are pretty, and they kind of look like snow globes a little bit. They just look like very fragile, kind of like blown glass versions of crystals. And one of them looks like a yellow diamond, and the other one looks like a blue sapphire. And she says, so it's air elementals and earth elementals.
Wouldn't be bad to have an earth elemental we could just throw out in a fight.
That is
you
very
int-
true.
Are you interested in any trade?
What do you have for trade?
Well, we have a dwarven +1 great axe. I have this
Magical axe.
I have a quiver of elven arrows.
Quiver.
We have some
Exotic
boots.
arrows.
We have some boots of elven kind.
Ooh, imagine
one's
you could be
wearing.
wearing them tonight playing
We have-
basketball.
We have a brooch of death warding that no one's wearing.
Who
you
wants
could
to
learn from
die?
these things
Forget
to make-
about it.
New things.
And
Can I
we
do
have
a performance roll along with Moonboy to
we also have a legendary magical death lance that I purified.
be game showing this shit?
That is
One-
very true.
100%. Usually these take persuasion checks, but you absolutely can do, just for the fun of it, to be
Just
Vanna
for
Whiting these.
just like an anime cutscene.
Yes.
Anime cutscene of these two hamming it up. While I pull out.
Exactly.
I got a 22 on that performance.
Holy shit. Okay. From the table that I had prepared here, it says for a 21 and over, you get 150% of the base price. So that is I'm gonna count that for the first thing you said, which I believe was the magical axe, which is a +1 weapon. So if you could, and Aaron and I talked about this on break, and I feel like we've talked about it on the dungeon, so I just want to say here, my greatest weakness as a DM is selling or buying things for just the exact wrong amount of money.
I don't know if it's your greatest weakness.
Do you have a few others that you want to
No,
name?
I'm
You
kidding.
also have that glowing gem on your tummy.
Yeah, that thing scares us.
It's because I'm Steven Universe. Okay, so yeah, so Andrew, since you got the 22, if you would roll, give me just a second here. This is the fun. As slow as this might seem, this is a huge fucking deal here. So,
having a
a
lot of
plus
fun.
a plus one weapon is uncommon. So I need you to roll a d6.
Okay. That'd be a 3.
Okay, so Keen offers you 450 gold pieces for the axe, which you know is a very good price. It's overpaying for it because she seems to like you all, and the axe is like seems kind of like a collector's item a little bit. It's like very old and dusty. And she's like, yes,
Yeah.
dwarven make.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all you.
Dwarven.
Yeah, we'll just-
metal still
I'm just gonna
smells of
write it down
dwarf.
and mark that off because we've been.
I'll say in
carrying it around
Dwarvish.
forever.
Very
from the
nice.
honey moss dwarves. Very, very nice. The honey moss dwarf craft. I love it.
Oh, as the dwarves say. And then
Yeah.
hands it over to Windrider.
Tremendous.
I say in Dwarvish.
She
The
nods
only
back
word
at
you know in Dwarvish
Yeah.
is tremendous.
I'm a little rusty with my dwarvish.
Yeah, he orders a sandwich in
Yeah.
Dwarvish, but nobody will ever know.
Yeah.
It's the I like the Blades in the Dark. We're just like putting Blades in the Dark in here for flashback scenes, but only for Flute to fuck things up in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like drawing space pirates in my Dwarvish language classes. So I speak. I mean, it's on my sheet that I speak it, but it's not. It's not gonna be great.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, but you've traded that to her. Keen has given you 450 gold for that.
Sweet.
So we have just
Right.
over 2,000-ish.
Very cool.
But we have other stuff too.
Yeah.
Yes. What about an evil lance from the depths of space?
It's less evil now.
Yeah.
What about a diet evil lance?
It's a pure. Yeah.
A purified
Wait.
death lance.
Keen looks at you, and both Isosceles, her sister penguin, and Vaz, the stoner penguin sister, like lean over and look at it, and they're like, "Where did you get this?"
Oh yeah.
It.
Nowhere evil.
Took it off a guy that we fought.
Roll history check real quick. Got a natural 1.
Oh, good. She has no idea which
Yeah.
pirate we murdered to take that.
Keen is
Where
like,
did we
No,
get
we got this one from
It's
Mallocation.
from Mallocation.
allocation?
Yeah. But isn't he?
It's his
he's
death
a-
lance of self-loathing.
she says, "You say you de-cursed this?
Yes.
Evil this?
Yes, it used to bring out a great deal of malice in anyone who, well, even touched it, but no longer.
Interesting. Good for me to explore. The runes are still on
Demaliced.
here.
Malice.
And
Did you keep the malice?
Kai, you can roll
Maybe.
an Arcana check with advantage here, as this is just you kind of like explaining to her your process and the power here.
Natural 20. Second one of the day. First roll was a 2, second roll is a 20.
I just expect it.
Holy.
So with your
Fuck.
bonus, what is that?
Oh,
It's over 21, right?
yes.
Okay,
For
cool.
Arcana,
So she's also gonna buy this from you for 150 or 150% of its original cost.
Oh,
so if you
okay,
could
okay,
roll,
It's like,
yeah,
yeah,
it was
if
like,
you
I think we'll keep it.
if you roll
Roll a
2d10
what?
for me, 2d10.
2d10.
Me? Good. That is an 11.
Okay. She says, "Oh boy, wow." She says, "I will offer you." She looks down and goes, "Because I like you, I will offer you." And I don't mean to put pressure on you. I'm just trying to be friendly with that. I understand that my monotone voice kind of puts that off, but this is solely because I've enjoyed doing business with you so far. She says, like kind of like over-explaining a little bit, and she says, I will give you 16,000 gold pieces for this.
I mean,
I think we'll probably take that.
Seems
As
good.
long as you don't tell my mom. Don't lie to her about it. Tell her the truth if she asks you, but just don't bring it up to her.
Never.
no way.
Okay.
So we're at just over 18,000.
Her sister Boz laughs at her, and even you see Isosceles like eyes get big, and she's like, "Don't tell Flex that. She'll be." She's like, "Yeah, don't tell Flex either."
Incredible. Okay, what else do we have?
We have a brooch of death warding, which
Maybe
maybe
keep
we want to
that?
keep.
Yeah.
And we have some boots of elven kind.
What does that do?
I think it helps you be sneaky.
Gives you advantage on stealth checks, I think, right?
We're all pretty sneaky.
Yeah,
Um,
but
our-
advantage.
Just real quick, our producer Case chimed in to say that the boots of Elvenkind make Klik want to eat you. In case,
Yeah.
just a
I love them.
clarification there.
I
They
love
probably,
them.
they probably
Those are my
smell
favorite boots.
So good.
Our
Keep
secret
those.
Can't sell
GM,
those.
our
I'm
secret
gonna put those
GM
on everyone I eat.
Case made that
Boots of
rule
elven
clarification.
kind. I got them right here. Cork made of duskwood bark, linen woven from fibers of shadow-top trees, ashes from burned leaves of mistletoe.
Moonboy, since you're reading that, do you want to roll a d20 real quick, and you can roll a performance, persuasion, or a performance or persuasion check.
Sure, give me a second. While you wear these boots, your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you are moving across. You also have advantage on stealth checks that rely on moving silently. And I will be rolling persuasion?
Persuasion, yeah.
It's not good. That's a charisma thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. Keen looks at those boots, and she says, "You know, I can turn those over easy. So I'll give you a fair shake for them, and I would like you, Jordan, to roll a d6, please."
That's a 3, right in the middle.
She shrugs. She's like, "I'll give you 300 gold pieces for them," which you know is a fair price.
I don't know
For
why, but
used boots of Elvenkind.
I think I want to keep them. Maybe it's because they're used. What do you guys think?
Hey, you got those flying shoes you're never gonna wear?
I like these.
Yeah, I can't wear them. I don't have
Jordan,
And she
you
kind
sound
of
like-
clacks her little weird toes.
I mean, what's quieter than flying?
All right. Take the shoes.
Do they require attunement?
They do. Yeah. Sounds like me moving out of my apartment this last weekend, where I'm like, but I could keep it. I just
But
could
we would.
keep it.
But Windrider, you would be so stealthy.
No, we'll just go ahead and Marie
I
Kondo
can't.
it.
I can't take any more magic items. I got this jewel in my eye.
Oh right.
This
No,
cool
don't
new armor. I got
don't
this sword.
point it at me.
we also
Klik,
have-
Klik
nah,
will
we'll
pull
keep
out of
those.
her pouch. It's a bronze pentacle with an etching of a rat's head. And it is old and strange and has been in her pocket for the whole journey. And she'll be like, "I offer this."
What is this from again?
That's from episode
It's your
From the
1.
junk. It's from the junk chart.
Oh my god, that's right.
It's the trinket chart. She
love
just wants
that.
to be involved.
Hey, you don't want to sell that? That's your prized rat head pendant.
Yeah, you'll have to put that on when you find a rat head.
It's anything for the crew.
This
It's
huge.
a-
No. Click,
If you
click,
look
don't
at it
sell.
if you look at it closely, it has a rat head on it.
Klik, what is your charisma modifier?
Oh, it is a -1, baby.
Okay, you can roll a d20 and add +1 to it, as for in this tiny moment with Keen, your negative charisma translates to positive charisma, as she just likes you. just for this tiny moment. She's just like
endearing.
the fact that
So
you,
it's so
exactly.
precious.
This is
It's
the
a 17
Yeah.
cool. And she's like,
with the modifier. Sorry.
I'll give you a gold piece for it. She says. Because I'd like to hang this on my wall. Or maybe wear it as a necklace.
Okay. Okay.
You put that in your pocket. Take that gold piece. You earned it. Put it in your pocket.
Okay. Klik now has
King take-
11 gold pieces.
No, you
Penguin-
keep that one separate. It's your
Oh, there
lucky
you
gold
go.
piece.
The penguin like takes out a little chain and like hooks it around and kind of like just takes a nail too and pops a quick hole in it so that she can put it around her necklace. And she's like,
Eats
I
it.
like this. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. She kind of on the gummy candy ball that she's still sort of working on. I don't think she can really suck. It's not. I don't know if she knows
clacking
exactly
on it.
what to do with it. It's not. I don't know what the mechanics are of a gumball if you don't really have a tongue.
Hey, we're breaking new ground with D&D right now.
It's very rattly. I think it's mostly rattly, like a gumball machine.
All right, I have a question about magic items.
Please do
Do
it
I
before
think-
I make Klik roll a Constitution saving throw for the gumball.
All right.
Yeah.
Do I think what I look at this list of items, and now we can afford even the high-end ones, but I don't really see anything I feel like we would really use. Is it possible? Does K.A.I feel like it's possible to take the enchantment from one of these items and like transfigure it to another item? Like, could I take a sickle of sharpness and use my artificer skills to turn Klik's Githka into a Githka of sharpness?
Roll an Arcana check.
That would be sick. I was just wondering about that because I'm still using a level 3
like-
weapon,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna like not use the Githka.
23. Flash of Genius. 28.
Yes. You could. The Githka is this kind of like curved metal shape. It would take some of. You know that these weapons are made by Klik in, or like made by Kreen in like
No, this one,
solidifying
the
their
Githka is made by me.
Okay, cool. And so it's like made by, we've established it's made by her saliva, like kind of in like the hardened crystallized parts of it. But you can imagine here, I mean, it's clear that there are two sharpened pieces of metal at each end. There's a kind of like sharpened point at the bottom and a hook at the top. So it makes sense to you how you could put a sickle and take this sickle that is a piece of metal enchanted with magical runes to be able to translate this magic into the physical thing that it is, and kind of just attach it, which would take like Klik spitting on it a bit, but with your skills and
There's
her
rules
skills
for how
combined,
long it takes to develop spit, by the way.
I'm
I'll find them.
very excited for them. But
Maximize your weapon damage dice against the target. That's
Yeah,
this
it's
is to
incredible.
say yes. Yes is the answer to your question,
Okay.
which was that was a 20 or above Arcana question. So.
Very cool.
I guess I'll put it to the party. Yeah, I mean, Klik, I could modify your Githka in some pretty serious fashion if we spend the money to get this sickle.
How much money do we have?
It would clean us up.
It would be so.
So this would be.
But I
I'm trying to
mean,
make sure this is worth it, because like it's.
It's pretty huge.
Although
Dealing max
I
damage.
also forgot to say this too. It will make it not a +1 weapon, but it will still be a magical. It will do magical damage. So you know you can't like stack this with the +1, which takes that away from the bottom end. But it does make. But still, the whole thing will be magical.
it'll still just be a Githka of sharpness.
Yes, the
Yeah.
bottom
Every time
part.
it hits,
the,
it does max damage dice.
Yeah, but the
Well,
bottom
the
part
thing
does not. The bottom part does not do the sharpness thing. The top part does the sharpness
Okay, so
thing.
it's only half of it. So it would only be on one hit. The thing I'm worried about is the damage dice is a d6, because it's a two-handed weapon. So it's maximizing it doesn't. you're not getting
I'm
your
sorry.
full-
I'm sorry. It does not. The scythe does not. It keeps your Githka D6. It does not downgrade it to a D4.
Okay. Well, it's at a D6. It's a D6 plus 1. It was a D6.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe this is.
But
not
it's every
the-
attack that she hits with, except the butt of the thing attack, right?
Right.
If she has
Right,
extra
it's just
attack,
Not, it's just not your bonus.
she gets it
action
every single attack.
Sure, I
It
get.
would be all
I
your
get-
regular attacks.
Well,
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
with the
just
two-handed
a-
weapon like mechanics, there's two. So I get 2 sides, and then there's a bonus. There's a bonus attack, so I get three swings. But I would think that for the two-handed weapon, first hit is one side, second hit is the other, because that's how a two-handed weapon would work.
Your damage
Right, that's why you
modifier
get-
is +1?
It's a +1 weapon right now.
Okay.
Right.
But I mean, like, when you roll damage, it's 1d6 plus what?
It's a
Well, I
D6
mean-
plus my strength modifier plus 1.
Okay.
Just to break this down in chat real quick too, the Githka that Klik has is a homebrewed weapon, and we've homebrewed it so because it has 2 sides. Usually in D&D, when you are able to wield 2 weapons in each hand, you can do an attack with your main hand, and there are some weapons that allow you, because they're like light weapons or just like regular weapons that don't require 2 hands, you can have an offhand attack as well. So because the build of Rachel's character, we made it so the Githka is like her holding 2 short swords, and because of the build of her character too, it's like, it's the same attack basically. Just one does slashing damage and the other does piercing damage, and this is complicating that a little bit because the top end, like you will have to keep track of it a little bit more, because the top end has this like huge buff to it, but the bottom end is then just a piercing attack. So
Right.
it, like, the thing she is balancing right now is like, right now it's a magical weapon where it's like +1 for each side, which means that on top of her strength modifier and onto the damage as well, she gets +1. But if she adds this to it, if she's successful in adding this to it, which might not work, I will say it's like a process you still have to go through, that if you add it, you get this
Okay.
basically sharpness technique that will add a huge buff because you max out your damage automatically, and if you double roll a 20.
I mean, it sounds like
Love
with your
Buffalo.
unique sort of circumstances of the way you attack, it's not gonna.
Might
It
not be
would
a
it would
good idea,
basically give
yeah.
me 6s. It would give me 6 on 2 of the 3 attacks per attack.
I think what I'm hearing is I just need to upgrade Jogithka in a way that doesn't cost 20,000.
Wait, Rachel, I'm sorry, I'm confused on what you're saying here though. Like,
So
what
so
downgrades?
it's what downgrades? What? It just isn't like a huge buff because it's a D6 damage.
It's not a 20. It's definitely not a 20,000 gold upgrade.
Yeah,
D6
like if
is
if
so
it was
low for
like it was like
two-handed
D8 plus
Yeah.
my modifier or D10 plus my modifier, it would be
Yeah.
a better application
What
to this
about-
weapon.
What does
But
it do
because
right
I'm
now?
doing
What about the dagger of
What is it right now?
stealing?
yeah,
right now it
I can
is
tell you
a
what that
it is a
does.
D6 plus
Oh, I
strength
know
plus
what
1.
it does, but I was thinking
Yeah.
it'd be cool for a
Okay,
tank
I
like
mean,
Klik,
so it-
because she's gonna.
but
Yeah.
this
it-
maxes out your 6 each time.
Right. But
Yeah.
it would only be on 2 of those. So it would be like
Yeah.
like the best so it would be like 12 plus something plus not
Yeah.
12. I don't add the modifier on the bonus, or I think.
Oh, you still
Sorry,
have your
it's-
you still have
yeah.
your strength modifier, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's only
You
the
would
one
you would
attack
be
on the bonus.
shaving off the +1, but adding, like, you get
Right.
confirmed 6 every time with that attack,
Right.
and then you get the option of, like, if you crit, you get like a huge buff.
Sure.
If you crit.
If I crit, wouldn't it be crazy if I critted
Yeah.
ever once?
It'll happen.
Yeah. So I mean,
No,
this is
yeah.
minutia, but this is
Like,
also like
no,
really
it's-
matters. Like, these,
It's
like,
definitely
big
it's definitely a
decisions.
good thing. I just
Alright.
think like because it's like a multiple, like a D6. It just doesn't. If it was
I feel
D8,
like we
it
can
would be
sort
like-
of nail down the way that it's gonna work off stream, but
But
Yeah,
you can't.
sorry.
I mean, I guess no. I think this is important. I think this is a thing that's like not talked about enough in games, and like shopping episodes are often like thrown off. But like you have to make decisions like this where you're using resources to decide if you're investing kind of like in this risk or that risk or this buff or that buff. And
So
this
just
is a big deal.
mechanically,
So.
I do.
I guess I would
have
just question the way that her homebrewed attacking is working. It seems like she's taking a penalty for flavor where she doesn't need to be taking one.
Okay. I don't understand
we
that.
can-
That's what I understand.
Yeah. So just
Okay.
mechanically, I do have magic weapon, the spell. Does that stack with this?
I'd have to look it up real quick.
It
My
says you touch
instance
a non-magical weapon. This is a magical weapon. Never mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Read it, and it will answer all. Never mind.
Cool. I mean, to be fair,
I
this
say-
shop is going to always be here, so you do not have to decide. in this
We'll
moment.
see about that.
So,
I say,
the fight
I say,
next
we
week.
get some potions, maybe an elemental gem or two, maybe grab a bite to eat, wait for this captain to show up and throw words. Unless somebody wants that evil-looking dagger.
That's the dagger of life stealing.
Ooh, what does it do?
If you look up
Steal
Sword
life?
of Life Stealing, it's the same, but
I know.
D4.
I was just
Harlan
kidding.
said.
It does something on a crit. I don't think it's as good as the sharpness.
Sword of Life Stealing. When you attack a creature with this weapon, roll. Nope, this is a Sword of Sharpness. My idiot. This magic dagger is
Veiny
imbued,
Githka of life stealing.
yeah.
is imbued with
I mean,
life-stealing
well,
energy.
To do
This
this,
item
to
has
do this in character real
3.
quick, Keen is like, yes, that one. It's a dagger that if you stab someone with it, if you stab them very good, she kind of like she's been very chill, and she just gets this evil shimmer in her eye, and she's like, which translates to you all if you get if you crit with it, the target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage. And you get those temporary hit points.
Oh,
you get that.
crazy.
So it's just like
Wild.
it sucks a bit of the thing you are attacking's life, and you taste it. You get it in your veins, and it's quite invigorating. She says.
But only on critting.
Yes.
I have a different read for Lifesteal Dagger over here. Interesting.
All right, how about this? What if I make the Githka a flame tongue Githka instead?
Oh.
What are we
I mean, that's a
looking
mace, so it would be more.
Yeah.
It would be a much more difficult and would. This is kind of a Klik decision, as it would. The other two kind of like fit with the actual physical structure of the Githka. The
Sure.
flame tongue is a mace weapon, so it would.
But I'm not trying to like tape a sickle on top of her Githka. I'm trying to transfer the enchantment
Oh, I
between
mean that's
weapons.
just to be Aaron Urist to Aaron Urist. Like you. The other two, you are literally kind of like melding into the original weapon that she has.
I see.
With
I
the
think we
mace,
just-
like translating the magic is recreating the weapon itself. So, I'm just being a jerk of a DM, but like,
Listen. You're not wrong.
they're two different arcane things, and these are things that K.A.I would just know too. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I can't do
Shopping
that.
episode got
Yeah, sorry.
tense. I love it.
We've got so many choices, and we don't have that much money. And what are we gonna do? What does a bead of horse do? We talked more about a bead of horse than we did about a bead.
Yeah,
of
how much for the
horse.
bead of horse?
Bead
just
of-
to be clear.
The bead of force is 6,000 gold, and the bead of horse is 3,000 gold.
What does the bead of horse do?
It creates a magical horse.
Great. Just what
Yeah.
it says on the box.
And how much is it?
It's like Lifesteal Dagger.
You throw it in the
Bead
bathtub,
of
and it
force,
grows into
you
a
can
horse.
throw it and it basically makes like a force explosion. You can also put it in an enemy's mouth and blow their head off.
Yeah, you can you can do that
slowly explode them by
Yeah, you could do that with the
horse.
bead of horse also.
you can do that with a bead of horse as well. I
Yep.
saw a
It
guy
just
take one
looks
on
very
accident.
different.
It was
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah, bead of force would be handy, and those elemental gems would be handy. Things that you can throw out in combat like that.
The problem is this is
I'm
going
gonna
to
go out on a limb and say we shouldn't buy any of this stuff.
This is that's a lot of money to spend on the reusable items, expendable items.
If it,
Yeah,
if
but
it
those
was
elemental
gonna
gems
be
the
are only
opposite-
more,
the opposite of reusable
gold
items.
each, and that could be a battle turner.
I think potions. I think Dust of Invisibility is a good idea if we haggle them way down, which is going to be you, Windrider.
we have multiple people who can cast invisibility.
Sure, but I mean, what are we just going to save this 2,000 and not have fun with our lots of gold? 20K was made for spending. This is a shopping episode, baby.
I don't want to
Yeah.
metagame, but I've
Additionals.
seen those elemental gems turn around many a losing.
Okay, let's
Battle.
get elemental gems.
I think elemental
you don't have to
gems.
They're 100
maintain
gold
concentration
pieces? Yeah,
on
let's
it.
get them both.
It comes out and it fights for you.
Yes.
Or some
Yeah,
fights
for sure.
you
We should
also,
definitely
but
get those.
I think 3,000 for a beat of horse is a steal.
No, it's a steed.
It's a steed.
No, steed.
As you all are spending a lot of time in a huddle here, you can
Yeah.
feel even Keen is getting a little frustrated with like
Oh, I forgot. we
the
were
fact
getting-
the fact that you like she went out on a limb for you buying something, and there's like she just catches. I mean, not directly. I'm not making you roll for this, but I'm just getting like the players like get it like the characters get a whiff of like, oh, if we don't buy something, this is gonna look bad on us. This is
Yeah,
kind of a
for
bad
sure.
faith thing, and making them feel like they're
No, we
fleeced a little
we
bit.
should definitely buy the elemental gems.
Okay.
I think the gems and the potions.
Yeah, the potions as well.
But we got to
How
talk
much were
down
the,
on
how
those
much were the
greater.
potions?
There's 40 gold for healing, 500 gold pieces for greater, 8,000
that's
for
actually-
superior,
Oh,
and
God.
there are 4 elemental gems, and each of them are 100 gold pieces each. But if you buy all 4, it's if you buy 2, there are 100 gold pieces each. But if you buy more than that of either one, each one costs 200 gold pieces each. So buying all 4 of them would cost you 600 gold pieces, and buying 3 of them would cost you 400 gold pieces. Because if you totally cash them of their supply here, it is more. It's not a. It's like the opposite of bulk
I
buying.
see,
Yeah,
I see,
because they
I
have to
see.
replenish.
Alright, okay.
Not on
Let's
a
buy 2 of
timeline.
them then.
Okay. We'll take 2 of those.
Cool.
I think the
One of each.
not the superior healing, but the greater healing potion and the smaller ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 4, 2 greater, 4 healing, so you can spend 660 gold on 4 regular healing potions and 2 greater healing potions, and then
Right.
spend 200
Perfect.
gold pieces on the elemental gems if you want 1 of each. And so you have a yellow diamond and a blue sapphire. The yellow diamond conjures a earth elemental, and the blue sapphire conjures a air elemental.
Great.
Cool. I will throw in my personal 100 gold, and that way we're at exactly 16,000 gold pieces.
Okay, we have 16,000 gold pieces. Everybody take a potion, and who do the two superior ones go to? I think Klik, obviously.
I
Front
have.
line.
I mean, I wouldn't be against giving both of them to Klik.
Yeah.
I
let's-
already have a potion of greater healing.
Yeah, I have
Okay,
one too.
okay. Oh, okay. Well, then how about me and Windrider take these 2, and then everybody has a potion and a greater potion.
I'll have two, I already have 1 greater healing. So
Am I the
that would
only
give
one
me
who
2.
didn't get a greater healing potion? What the hell is
You
going
get
on
Always
here?
invisible and flying around.
You're like
But I'll take
400
2.
feet from action.
I'll take
Visible.
When was the
2.
last time you were hit?
I am always highly visible.
Okay. We can divvy this up in a second.
Cool.
Just to come back to
chat-
this, would it be possible for me to buy a flame tongue mace, disassemble it, make it not a mace anymore, and use those materials to upgrade another weapon?
When you attack.
Is that something
No,
I'm capable of?
and I'm being a jerk about this specifically because in this you could buy it and then study it, and then I would give you the ability to maybe imbue something with the same ability, as magic items are like crafted with like imbuing this energy into a specific thing. So taking it apart is not like there are some magical items where you could like take a crystal out of it and then put that crystal into another thing and it would do it. But
I
with
totally
weapons,
get that for most entities in this universe, it would be impossible. Just throwing it out there.
Okay, you know what? I will say this is something.
It's all good. I'm not trying to bully you into giving me this thing.
I don't feel bullied. I'm processing it real time with you, and I think that your argument is good. And I would say if you want to buy it, you could buy it and have a chance to study it and possibly be able to do this, but it's not confirmed either way. It's like dissecting an animal or like. Just like taking apart a clock, where you're like, just because you have the pieces doesn't necessarily mean you'll be able to put it back together or like use it somewhere else. But buying it and having that information from taking it apart will definitely gain you something for sure.
What do you guys think? Should I buy this 6,000 gold piece mace to study?
I think that's fine.
Could you upgrade your weapons with that?
I might eventually be able to upgrade other people's weapons.
Why don't you just wield it, man? That thing's awesome.
I could do that also.
Keen picks it up and is like, yeah, look. And it's like a mace that, it's just like a big bar that has a metal spiked rod on the end. And she's like, look. And she says, poof. And it, whoosh. And the end has a big old flame on the end. And it doesn't seem to be burning anything around it either. It's just like magical flame. And she's like,
sweet.
See? It's pretty cool.
There is a smell, though.
Woof
smells like
to woof.
burning mace.
I bought this off a very hairy man, and I think that's kind of like leftover from that.
Every time he
This
turns it off.
seems more,
Singe.
Oh, my eyebrows!
Yeah,
I gotta get rid of this thing.
Sure. Okay.
This seems like
let's do it.
like if we can make it happen. This seems
I
like
love
a
it.
upgrade for the Githka, just in
Seems
general, because
like
it triggers like.
We're buying it with the goal of being able to upgrade the Githka.
Yeah.
Do
It will be determined by rolls later. Is
Sure,
I think
yeah.
the short version of that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
cool with me.
Okay.
Use a
Cool.
bonus action to
Okay,
speak
you
it.
can buy it.
So yeah, it means like yeah, okay.
In fact,
I'll
at
have
this
to
point,
figure it out.
Boz, the kind of like, who has been just like very clearly smoking a pipe like quietly in the corner and is kind of like falling asleep. And Isosceles has now like this tiny boat she has built has like started to turn into a tree. She just like kept going with these just like little pieces of fragments of wood that she's been like pulling out and like kind of like gluing and tying together as she's just been not paying attention. Warble and Wobble are both just sound asleep, and Warble, when you bought the potions, just like puts her little fin out that the like Keen kind of makes sure the money is placed on, and even asleep she just kind of like pulls it into her pocket and doesn't move an inch outside of that. And then at one point, even Isosceles is still working, but it's really just Keen and Isosceles who are awake in this room, and Keen is like, I've enjoyed doing business with you, but I think it's time for my family to take their nap.
Sure, it does seem that way.
They seem pretty cranky. Was Isosceles the one whose feelings I accidentally hurt?
No, that was Flex, and she gets her feelings hurt all the time because she hurts her own feelings on the daily.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
It's okay.
Which was the one that called me the F word?
That's Wobble. Yes,
That was Wobble.
It's fun when
Make
she cusses.
I will give her a cookie, and I will say, make sure to give her this when she wakes up.
I will, that's so sweet of you. It must be odd for you to cook as a arcane construct you cannot taste.
Well, when you put it like that, it is kind of tragic.
Oh, I apologize for...
Take the
No,
cookie
it's-
back, Kai.
It's no, it's all right. It is interesting, but it's interesting the magic and science that mortals pursue without even realizing that's what they're doing.
I just like fish. So
I know you do.
but I see it from the same angle because, you know, I view it as a raw food experience, but also just, you know, a one-to-one connection of the power and entity creates in their body, and then me consuming that, and me passing it along in other ways, and creation of magic items. So
Sure,
I'm
that's what
sorry
I
if
feel. That's what I feel like when I see all these magic items. It's like you with fish.
that's beautiful.
It's nourishing.
Well, if you ever decide to stop being a conqueror of people's home territories and want to just spend some time here, I'd love to chat with you more. If you
Absolutely.
I wanna just
If you ever
come through
decide to
and-
stop living in a pirate stronghold
And getting conquered on the
and
rain.
getting conquered because you stole someone's home, not you specifically, but anyway,
home
It's
for
been
a
a
home,
pleasure.
she says and winks.
home for a home.
And
What was that you
Kinda
did
like-
with your eye?
so,
Are you all right?
I blinked one of them to communicate.
Oh,
that,
to signify slyness.
kind of like yes, or like just a deeper meaning than the words communicate.
Yes, I understand.
She nods and scoops up the two tiny penguins, and she says, Isosceles, can you carry Boz? And Isosceles is like, I've been able to carry Boz, but okay, I don't need that. Okay, thank you. And you see Isosceles scoop up her fully grown sister, and they all just kind of like walking back and,
Is a penguin carrying a penguin
yeah.
and
Jesus.
walking around?
Penguins all the way down.
She says, good luck, be honest, and kind of like tucks herself back behind the curtain with the rest of them. And you were just kind of like left alone in the shop, and the only thing that is providing it, you know, the only thing here is just the eye butt of this eye
Butt of the eye.
just hanging out in the jar, looking
Cannon.
the other way.
Well, I suppose we should be getting down to the dock. How long before this captain
I think
gets
he's
here?
not gonna be here for a day or two.
We should probably,
I'm exhausted.
get you some rest.
Well, maybe we should get a rest in.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're
We
gonna
have
leave.
we have a place
and,
that we trust mostly.
go to
Yeah,
our
could
quarters.
I, Can I really investigate our lodging to see if, you know, I'm looking for little spy holes, stuff like that?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. If you guys want to make your way across town after this to the lodging, you absolutely can. And you can
We
do so with
definitely
advantage
will.
because when you show up, Talon, your NPC compatriot with the mechanical arm, is... she's already there. She kind of peeled off from with you. She was doing other things at the dock when you all went about town. And but she's already there. She's gotten the word as well that this is the lodging, and y'all without a ship kind of like here. She's like, I checked it out. It seems fine. It's like dusty, and it seems like somebody used to live here, but doesn't. There's a weird amount of personal shit here, but So Andrew, if you want
Thanks
to do
to the
a,
advantage, that'd be a natural 20. Thank you.
there we go.
So it'll be a 22.
So Talon kind of just like brings you in, and you see that there is one big master bed and like a kind of like trundle bed out of that, and another cot kind of like in the corner that you all can very easily. And this is above what seems to be some sort of small restaurant that is kind of like more of a snack place than anything else, run by a like what is clearly just one single grumpy halfling man, and you all can. But as Talon kind of like points out, like, yeah, there's this stairway back here. There's a back door that takes you up here. There's beds. I mean, I don't really know. There's a bookshelf. I've touched every single book on that bookshelf, and there's no traps. And she starts like pressing the floorboards, and you, with your kind of like knowledge of things that would be created here. Just find no traps here.
Alright.
Cool. All right.
So, yeah. Yeah, so you all can have kind of like a nice evening. Kai, the snacks downstairs, if you sample them, are delicious.
Oh, I can't taste.
Yeah, you can't taste them, but you'll have to just take it.
No.
Faith.
In fact, I was gonna say they are clearly made so well that you recognize their like ability in a way where you're like, I don't need to taste this to know that these are finely made.
I can analyze them.
Yeah, you literally sample them.
Yeah.
These are scientifically delicious.
Just sort of measure them.
Yeah. What's
Drop
the like golden ratio?
Yeah.
It's all Fibonacci
These
spirals.
are scientifically
It's all
delicious.
very Great British Bake Off, where you
Yeah.
cut them open. The evenly distributed fruits.
It's got
Yeah,
a wonderful
fucking-
crumb.
Yeah.
Not your best work. Yeah.
No soggy bottoms.
A phrase that haunts my dreams.
Soggy bottoms.
So you all just going to sleep here, except for Klik and Kai, who don't have to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah.
Before bed, as I'm getting ready to pass out, I'm gonna check that note that I wrote the question on.
There's nothing there. It's just the same piece of paper.
Okay. No answer to the question.
I mean, you don't have. I mean, I will say, I just want to be 100% sure that you don't have a writing utensil, you don't have paper or anything like that.
I have nothing.
Yeah, there's no response. Cool. Anyone else want to do anything before they go to sleep?
I check his paper that is on me. Is there any? Do I find any notes?
There's just a huge middle finger. No, no, nothing.
Oh my god. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Wobble.
Yeah.
Penguin left a note for you.
I'm not gonna make you roll for it because there's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, just go to sleep, I think.
Yeah. Get that full rest, baby.
Yeah.
Get that long rest.
All right. Well, as you all go to sleep here and are deep in sleep, I'm gonna one-to-one with Jordan for a second. You all can hang out here if you want to, but I'm just gonna. You don't have to, as I'm gonna do a quick scene with Jordan, and then we're gonna call it for the night.
Do we take our headphones off?
You don't have to.
I'm keeping mine on.
Yeah.
But it's just me and Jordan for the end of this.
Pickle
And I'm gonna talk.
Klik's playing a loud fiddle.
Two fiddles with
Banging
her
on pots
forearms.
and pans.
Jordan, what does Moonboy dream of?
I think Moonboy dreams of kind of. He's soaring with his cool shoes. He loves these cool shoes.
Over what? What is he soaring over?
It's kind of just through colors, through soothing kind of vanilla and peach and pink. And he's having a really good, nourishing dream.
Hell yeah, good. All of a sudden next to you, as you're kind of just in this river of orange, soothing colors, the moon is flying next to you. And you hear not Aaron Urist's voice, but my voice say, "Nice, bud." And he kind of like nods at you. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah to you too, the moon. How are you?
It just coasts along with you.
Sweet, love to soar through the phlogiston. What does that even mean?
It just kind of looks at you and is like,
Crazy. We're in a pirate cove, you know, the moon.
I know.
We're waiting for, like a guy to show up. They call him the captain.
It just like looks at you and is like,
Are you okay, the moon? You don't sound like yourself.
and it says, I'm good. And then you just see its eyes get really wide and its smile get really big, and they just start getting bigger and bigger until like the orange starts to go at the peripheral of your vision, and it goes farther and farther away until its eyes just seem to be filling up all that is in front of you, and you're soaring through its eyes, and you're maybe soaring to its mouth, and it just goes, Are you? And it just opens its mouth as wide as it can, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Getting Freddy Kruegered by your own moon, dude.
I got Krug. That's a 20. Dirt 20.
Oh boy. Alright. I gotta make 100% sure of what I'm about to say. Oh, I'm sorry. You have to make it with disadvantage, so you gotta roll one more time.
Oh no!
Shout out to Jason Wardell doing the Moon Dream Tunes.
Moon Dream Tunes.
Sometimes I picture Jason really getting into it.
Well, I hope you're happy. That's a natural 1.
Oh my god.
Can you roll 3d6 for me?
I can. I should say.
Actually, wait, on a natural 1, let's have you roll 66.
Okay. Well,
Oh god.
now I'm pushing back. Here's the thing: the Moonboy has advantage on wisdom saving throws
Period?
against magic.
Okay. Then you can keep that you can keep that natural 20 that you rolled. And
dirty.
It's a dirty 20, right?
It was a dirty 20.
yeah, you can still keep it, and you feel, and just to put a cinematic to this moment too, you can feel the pain, like it's like pins and needles, like your whole body is starting to fall asleep. You can feel in your dream here this mouth swallowing you, like in your dream your nose starting to bleed, and instead of, when you wake up here, instead of there being actual blood coming out of your nose, instead of you feeling any pain, you just kind of like yell yourself awake, and you can even
Kind
go
of wake
back
up
to
like,
sleep if
Yes.
you want to, but
The hell was that?
yeah.
All right.
Kai and I are just playing checkers, like,
Hell yeah, Rachel put checkers in both the role-playing games.
The Moonboy immediately pulls his hat off and looks inside. I'm casting augury. I want to speak to the moon.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
boy.
Jordan Doll. Okay. Yeah, you could still, because you rolled a dirty 20, I will let you still do this and still get a long rest, because you're doing kind of like extra things in the evening here. But
Okay.
because you
Sure,
rolled a dirty
thank
20,
you.
I'm gonna let this ride. So you stick your head in the hat, and you kind of feel this, black and blue swirl of the stars coming toward you as you enter this space where you speak to your moon, and the moon turns around here in this like bright blue white glow. And what do you say?
Hello, the moon.
Aaron, if you'd like to.
Oh, sorry. Hello, Moonboy. Are
Hi.
you alright?
I don't know. I had a dream. Were you just in a dream with me and we were flying through like ice cream colors?
No. No, Moonboy. I only dream about roller skating.
The moon? And I mean this
Just
in a
kidding. Just a little joke.
completely
You seem upset.
I can mean this in a completely non-judgmental way. Have you been drinking today?
Aaron and Jordan, pause real quick, as I'm gonna roll, since you've already talked to the moon today, I'm gonna roll a
Yes.
percentile dice.
See if the moon has been
And if
drinking.
it's 25 or lower, I'm not going to tell anyone this, but if it's 25 or lower, Aaron, the information that I feed you will be random information. Will be not necessarily true. If it's above 25, I will just give you the honest truth, and I'm not going to tell you either way. So, cool. I got my answer.
A little gin on the moon's breath.
And
Have you been drinking today?
No.
Can I look around
What
through
time
the
is
void
it? No.
and see if there's any bottles?
this is
Drinking
a.
what?
If the moon has been drinking, it has such control of the space that you would never be able to find these bottles. But yeah.
Okay, it's just, I'm sorry. I know that you don't often before noon. It's just, I had such a strange dream. I was sure it was you, and then it wasn't you, and it was wicked. You had swallowed me, and I felt it crunching my bones, my blood.
Far out.
I know, right?
Blood cruncher.
Yeah, some sort of dream blood cruncher. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't mean to wake you up. I'm sorry to bother you. This isn't really your problem.
Jordan, I will say, I will not, if you want to ask an augury question, I won't count the drinking question as the augury question.
Okay.
So if you have an actual augury question, you can do it.
Real quick, before we go, this captain that's coming, is he a nice man? Or woman? Or something
He's a man.
in between and beyond? A man? Is he?
Oh, I have to answer. Sorry. I was
It's a perfect system we've devised.
Aaron, I can't. I love this system because I want to be able to do this, where I say to you, the moon communicates that he's flawed but trustworthy, and you can communicate that however you want.
He's flawed but trustworthy.
As are we all, the moon. As are we all.
Yeah.
That's good. Coming from you, I shall trust this man, but I'll watch for flaws.
He's a decent enough pirate captain.
Right. As they come, I suppose. Well, I should probably get back to. I don't know if I'll be able to fall asleep again, but I should get back to lying in the dark and thinking about that horrible dream I had.
Yes. Good night, moon.
Good
boy.
night.
Good
night, the moon.
Just good night, moon.
I love you, the moon.
I love you, moon boy.
I'm like trying to sleep in the bed next to listening to him murmur into his head and kissing, making little kissing noises into his head, like,
Oh my god. Oh boy, in the middle of the night.
Well, I had this weird dream. Are you having dreams?
I can't remember. I just woke up with you whispering in your head.
I was talking to the moon about my strange dream. I think maybe I've got dream poisoning. I don't know. I just don't know. The moon boy is going to roll over and go to sleep.
Cool. All right. Well, all of you all can take the benefits of a long rest, and we will see you tomorrow, next week on Better Than
no,
Heroes.
let's play tomorrow.
Wait, tomorrow?
Let's play tomorrow.
No, not actual tomorrow. Fantasy tomorrow. Not
this
real
is
tomorrow.
very good to end on a long rest because we can build the Moon Boy's spell book. Anybody who wants to join in, hit me up.
It's
Nice.
Druids.
Yeah,
Druids. It's incredible.
Druids, man, they're incredible.
Druids, they're incredible.
Cool. Well,
Stuck
I
with
had a
the same
fucking
stupid
blast that whole
spells.
session.
Yeah, that was really
And
good.
I feel like I really appreciate both you all as players, who I know because we played enough well, but chat too. Like, I just need to flaunt how big a lot of these things were. Like, they're minutia, they're small, but like you just watch for that fight session where they are all chugging potions, and it makes a difference in the battle, and then we'll see. So
Big time.
Yeah, I just
Truly.
love these kind of like minutia sessions because it pushes forward toward the
Those potions, it's easy to forget about it, but bonus heal is so clutch.
Bonus heal.
Just on the fly. Oof.
And those conjure elemental gems, those will come in.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
huge
those are
too.
great.
I promise.
Those force
Even if we
beads
just
are
use
really
them as
cool
a
too,
distraction,
but for
they
6,000, it's just kind of a fancy grenade. I mean,
Beads
it's an
of
enormous
force?
one. Yeah,
Wait, what was
It's an-
6,000?
beads of force.
Force.
Which
Yeah,
are
not
incredible. It's like this gravitational well that you can throw. Control wise, it's huge, but we would need to probably waste a few in order to get one right. Maybe not though. I don't know.
We'll find
Well,
out.
We'll find out.
That gold is just
Find
weighing down
out.
our pockets.
Yeah, we had a bunch of stuff we had to unload. It was a
If we could sell that Spelljammer helm that Klik took, we're gonna be rich.
Well,
Yeah.
but what
You
if
also
we can
got-
activate it?
Yeah,
You
what
also
if
got
can
a
build
big-
Spelljammer?
A sell from selling that.
The Death Lance?
The
Yeah, that
Death
was
Lance, too.
huge.
Yeah.
That was, which was a result of rolls too. So
Huge,
That's
huge.
great. Well,
Yeah.
that's it for this
That
week.
was
Do we need
boss.
to? Anyone else have anything else that they want to throw out?
Big
Well,
Top
Discord.
Studios!
Yeah.
Top. Big top.
We're
Big Top.
brought to you by Big Top, of course, and again, we were live soundtracked by Jason Wardell, who absolutely crushed it this evening.
Yeah.
Shopping music, and it wasn't just 80s mall tunes. It was the very best, Jason Wardell. And again, to our stream producer, Case Drury from Tiger Moon Productions. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next week for the 49th episode.
What?
Yeah.
Coming up on 1 year. Coming up on 50. We'll see you
Insane.
on the other side. Thanks, y'all.
We love you.
Stargazer, Moonboy, Klik, the Crusher, K.A.I, Humbly Chef, and the Windrider, Flute, Whimteaser. They're better than heroes.